welcome. I'm your host tonight. And I'm not Andy Cohen.
Oh my God, shock.
I'm Giulia, and this is Konyikeh. You want to give yourself like a little intro for people who don't know you? We've never done this before,
Ever.
so we're like a bit nervy.
Yeah.
And we're just going to ease into it, and then maybe in like the 10th minute,
It'll
get there and it'll be a bit better.
A bit better. So yeah, Konyikeh, this is a one-off, not going to be repeated.
Unprecedented access to our star.
Stop! Bit of a stretch of a word. But yeah, about my project CINERE, which is out now. Go stream on every streaming platform available, please.
Like, comment, subscribe, and then maybe it won't be one-off. Like, we won't be a one-hit wonder. Maybe you can come back for 2, 3, 4 weekly.
I don't know.
I'll quit my day job.
Don't.
Please.
one of us needs to make it. One of us. But yeah, no, I've got a project CINERE, and I just thought rather than talking about it with someone I don't know, I'd rather talk about it with my close personal friend, Giulia Fraenkel.
So we've been friends since we were like 13, 14.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe even longer. It's been over 10 years now.
We're getting old. Oh my God.
We're getting old in the middle of our... Well, we're in our prime. We feel like we're in our prime, right?
Yeah, forever peak.
Yeah. Let's hope. I thought I peaked at 21, but like it's proving that...
Really?
I don't know.
I was there at 21.
I was living best life. We were young, fun. Remember like summer 22? That was the year afterwards. We had like the summer of our lives.
In summer 2022.
Yeah, okay.
Was it the summer of my life? Did it for free. Wait, it was 21 when you were in Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a good summer for you.
When I moved back from Paris.
That was a good summer
outside,
for you. Yeah,
and you were like, I feel like you had just started to figure out that you really wanted to like do this for real.
Yeah, I feel like that was my summer of 2021. That was a good summer for me.
Summer 21.
Oh, yeah, and then we went to that Virgil Abloh.
Yeah, we went to one of like Virgil's last events.
Yeah.
No, it was so good. It was amazing.
Brixton. That was so fun. It was an amazing set.
Amazing set. Really, really cool.
We need to do another summer 2021. That was really good.
We want to be outside. This is going to be our summer where we're like at the festivals.
That was the last summer I was like properly outside.
Yeah, so I'm always trying to get Konyikeh like to the club and, you know, dancing to the DJ sets. I love like some house music, some techno, and she's just like absolutely not. So
yeah, but I'm getting better.
Yeah, she's getting better, and now like May 7th, I'm going to try and bring her somewhere with me, which I think will be intense. Yeah.
I see what you did there. Hashtag love that. Hashtag love that. This will be out by then. I would have had like a listening event party for that. Oh no, is that the Solomon thing? I mean the...
Bedouin.
Okay, so I'm also having a listening party on the 7th of May, and then we'll go to the...
Then we'll party it up.
Okay.
So how do we know each other?
Well, yeah, I didn't answer that question.
Do you want to tell the story?
So we met at Choir Camp.
Choir Camp.
We met at Choir Camp, National Youth Choirs of Great Britain, whoop whoop, when we were like, I feel like we were like 13 or like 13, and it's like you do these residential courses, and we were locked in girls' choir. We started off in girls' choir, and the staff hated us. The music staff loved us. The social staff hated us down. Original haters from day one. Do you remember when they called us into meetings because they said that we were too cliquey? Yeah,
apparently we were too cliquey.
Haters. But and then our friendship was solidified because Giulia got in a bit of trouble. She got in some trouble because some girl, and I will call her out.
Some girl snaked on me.
Some girl who told you to do what you did.
Yeah.
And was like, yeah, snaked on you. And then it got reported because there was a smell. It was a smell, there was an odour. And it got reported, and they called me in. It wasn't drugs.
It wasn't. Yeah, no drugs.
No drugs. Hashtag say no to drugs. But some girl, like, we all got called in, and the staff teacher was like, "Okay, like, did she do this?" Because obviously the girl who told her to do it snitched immediately. No backbone. I hate people with no backbone. And then I was just like, "No, she didn't do it. Like, where's the proof? Where's the evidence?"
She had my back from like day one, and she also did lie through her teeth and was like, why would she do that?
Yeah,
like, there's
no way.
That's
so stupid.
And then I was like, that's a real one.
Yeah.
She had my back. I was promptly sent home, so actually didn't really do anything.
When you were locked in your tower?
Yeah, I was literally like locked in a tower in this boarding school where this course was at, and everyone just waving. You were waving. You checked in on me.
Yeah,
that was nice.
I had to check in, and they just hated us ever since.
And I was made to stand and sing behind a pillar, so like I wouldn't be.
I forgot about.
So it wouldn't look like they were excusing and endorsing bad behaviour.
Oh my God, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
We went through a lot. That's probably why I'm so type A now.
We were trauma bonded through those kind of experiences.
And do you know what's scary? We kept going back.
Yeah,
we kept going back. But yeah.
Well, I feel like that speaks a little bit about like your musician side and how you kind of love those things deep down.
I do.
So why don't you speak like a little bit about that and like how that was so formative? Like how did that impact you wanting to become a musician, like deciding that you wanted to be a singer?
Yeah, I think like we both grew up in the classical music world, which is like super intense, but like I grew up surrounded by so much music, from like classical music to like the music on the radio. The music on the radio was like, not to age myself, but like I got Spotify when I was like 14 years old. So in those like really formative years, like radio was like super important to me.
You know me, I love radio. I always have the radio on. I don't really listen. Shout out Smooth Radio. It's
please
really
still play me on the radio every day, please. But I don't really listen to the radio like that anymore. But like I remember like in those long car drives to like, so I went to normal school and then I went to music school on the Saturday, and then I'd have my violin lessons or like other extracurricular activities. Like, I was that kid that did every single extracurricular activity, which I am grateful for, but it just meant I spent a lot of time in cars to and fro, and the radio was super important. Like I remember listening to Radio 1, like when Reggie Yates and like Jamila Jamel literally would like do the like chart countdown. I remember Elaine Page on Sundays, like on the way to my violin lessons, hearing all the musical I remember that was the first time I ever had like Chess the musical, like, and I was like, oh my god, this music is amazing. On the way back from one of our choir concerts, like that was the first time I ever heard Radio 1 Extra, and I'll never forget Jay Huss's Adina and Bop was playing.
No, stop.
And obviously had no Shazam. So I literally remember the words. I
remember the lyrics. I literally remember the lyrics. On Google, you were like, what?
No, I literally went into YouTube and I was like, lean and bop. And I had no idea. I didn't like,
and if you're feeling
the vibe, make it. And the music video, like, I was like, this is amazing. Like, this is insane. So yeah, radio was super important to me. But then like, then listening to like CDs, like I remember those like, do you know those CDs? It was like yellow and pink. But I can't remember. It had like all the.
Oh my god, which were kind of like stripy.
Yes,
so yeah,
yes.
100%.
And I'll never forget. Like it was like
they were like summer 20. Yeah. I don't know, like 2005.
No,
summer, like all the top hits.
And
from,
I got like
that
a pop one, and it was a yellow and pink, and it had like Holly Valance, Kiss
god,
Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I used to play that song on repeat
all
the time. I remember hearing Britney's is it Toxic, or like, you know, it was Womanizer.
Oh my god, that's so Womanizer.
But do you know what? So I was so young, I thought she was saying Womanizer, so I thought she was talking about a currency. I didn't know that it was Womanizer. But yeah, radio was super important. Oh my god, I'm rambling. Basically, yeah, so I was surrounded by a bunch of music, and I always knew music was a super big part, like going to be a huge part of my life. Like I grew up like playing classical violin. That was like mainly my like first study instrument. So I'd go to normal school Monday to Friday, and then I'd go to Guildhall since I was like 7, 8 years old, which is like a conservatoire on the Saturday. But that was like normal. Like, do you know what I mean? Like everyone around us was doing this. It didn't feel like abnormal. But then looking back, it was a bit abnormal.
It was completely abnormal.
Yeah.
And like we're really lucky that we actually were able to have like all those kind of experiences, because I feel like it also teaches you a lot about like ambition and like self-discipline and all those kind of things as well. And I think it also humbles you because you're in an environment where actually there's a lot of amazing musicians who are around you. So in that sense, you kind of realize, okay, how am I going to be the best? Like what sets me apart from everyone else? Like I've got to be extra dedicated.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you're still in music. I've kind of like bowed out gracefully, but that was like one of the reasons why. So I like have always really, really admired you for like going on and trying to do your dream. You spoke about like being in the car and the radio. Who would you who are your biggest influences in music, and like who are your biggest influences with this new EP that's like coming out?
Yeah, I feel like I get asked this question a lot in like interviews with journalists and stuff. No, this is
not me being unoriginal.
This is a refreshing take. Do you know what it is? Like before making this project, I knew that I loved live, like coming off tour, opening for Jalen. I knew that like live, like I'm good. I need to like make this work, because that's what we grew up in, like playing in orchestras. Like I understand instruments, I understand live. So that's what like I'm fascinated by.
Did you mention Jalen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was epic. That was like the roundhouse was like filled with so much sound. Like it just felt so cool, and everyone was just like in awe of both you and him.
Like going back and like watching, it's gonna sound a bit rogue, but like I feel like my like North Star probably for everything encompassing this project in terms of visuals, like confidence in the studio, was really Grace Jones. Like like watching her live performances, like what an icon. Like
what an icon.
Okay, she's not a vocalist, like she's not gonna do like a Jasmine Sullivan run, but what she will do is like give you a show and make sure that like every word she does sing or speak has some sort of intention behind it.
Yeah.
And I just loved that, and like delving into her visuals, her makeup looks, to everything. I think that to me was definitely a point of reference. I think when we were like forming the project, a lot of people were saying Nina Simone, and I'll hold my hands up, like I felt so scared when people would say that, because you know I hate to feel like anyone thinks that I'm copying someone.
Yeah.
Which obviously isn't what they meant, but I was like, I don't want people to think that like I'm copying.
They're trying to be
Simone.
something,
like, she's such an icon in her own right. And if I'm going to be brutally honest, like yes, I did listen to a lot of music in my life, but I know the hits. I don't know the deep cuts of Nina Simone.
Not like a stan.
And then,
Not like a diehard.
I'm not a diehard, and like.
But I feel like people would also kind of draw that comparison just because she's got quite like a deep and pensive tone to her music. So I think it's quite actually like a natural comparison.
Now
to
I
make.
Find it a compliment.
Think harder, people.
No, now I definitely find it a compliment. And then, you know me, I love to research and look into everything. So
FBI over here.
I'm gonna find a way. When there's a will, there's a way. I'm gonna find a way. But looking into her like background and growing up, like our favorite composers were Bach. Like I was like, oh my god, Twinem, like playing those Bach chorales, doing all of that stuff.
Can't relate to that.
Yes, you can. Okay,
not to that.
Oh yeah, not
my vibe.
Yeah, not your vibe. But like how she grew up as a classical pianist. Like I was first study violinist, but second study pianist at Guildhall, and just like it definitely informed a lot of her choices instead of like making music. So going back and listening to her music, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand your references. And also she's just like a fucking badass. Like, she didn't take shit, and I don't tend to like
take shit.
Yeah, respectfully, like I don't really stand for people like taking shit, and she just like knew exactly what she wanted. So I hopefully like I emulate and like channel her confidence in the future.
I love that. Do you feel like you've discovered new people that kind of could influence you now? Because you're saying that you didn't really know like that much about her before, you only maybe like knew her hits. Do you feel like there's been anyone new that's now come up on your radar, like doing more research into your project? Or
if you think sonically about my project, it's always gone, I think I went truly back to basics. So like the opening track, like Buyer's Remorse, like that's very much inspired by Rachmaninoff, like with the piano, like chords and all of that stuff. The choral things in Blackthorn, like that's from everything that we sang about, from like Benjamin Britten to like I don't know, some like Requiem. But in terms of like the visuals and stuff like that, I don't know what it was, but like in the air there was so many of my favorite artists that were coming up but also had already established themselves. Like I know you don't and you don't really listen to her music, but like people are shocked that I love Maguire the Scientist.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say someone else.
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say Lotto.
Oh yeah, do you know what? I'm a stand by that.
I was like, I thought like that's where you were going with it.
No. But there's just like
Maguire the Scientist.
Yeah, but like
I don't know her. Like I didn't really listen to her music that much, but I like her more. Yeah. She's like.
But when she was like creating her latest album, which I actually really love, from the visuals to the music, she was like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Like, these are the sounds that I like. And she put her best foot forward. Even artists who I love down, but are not necessarily entrenched in their genre. A lot of the UK R&B acts, like from Sasha Keeble to K1, they're like, I'm doing this shit my way.
Yeah.
And like, you're going to understand what I'm going to do. And it just like really inspired like a new confidence in me. Like, yes, they're on like a whole other stratosphere, but I'm just like, do you know, if these people can do it, like, and not to be, I literally had nothing left to lose. Like last year and the year before was hell. Like I saw the lava. Like I was there. Like I saw the lava. I was there. I had literally nothing else to lose.
Yeah.
So
I was in the depths.
No, I was in the depths. I was like, sorry. Like it is now my way or the highway. Like no disrespect to my other project, but I think when I entered this industry, look, I'm always going to be a student. I don't understand anything. Like, let me just listen and learn and, like, listen to people. And I'm not saying that I shouldn't have listened to people, and I did. And I love my first project so much because it was the music that I wanted. But the second project, like, I'm just going to say I didn't love it. Even though, like, some of my best friends, they love that. Like, I love that second project a lot more. Yeah, you do. Zinga loves it. Then my first project, because, like, that's the music I really love and stuff. The second project, like, it's cute.
I do love the first one. But, like, to me, in the first project, I felt like I was listening to those songs for like such a long time. So it was kind of like fun and exciting. And that's how I kind of like feel about this one now. I'm like, ooh, like new music that I can.
The second project, I think, like, it's cute. It was cute, but there was no thought and intention behind it. In terms of like curating it as a project, there were just like a bunch of singles in the vault that, do you know what, people
were like kind of pieced together. There was no really like...
Yeah, I think, to be fair, like I feel like definitely like Seb, even Uche probably thought, okay, this will work. But I had no attachment to those songs.
For all those people, for everyone that doesn't know who those people are, they're people who work on Konyikeh's label.
Yeah, and they definitely probably put thought and intention behind it and probably created, but I didn't give a damn. I was like, okay, cool, you think these songs are cool. And I was working with some people at the time who just didn't really care.
They didn't get it.
They didn't get...
The girls that get it.
I was working with some other people at the time who I just... whatever. But, yeah, with this project, like, I really love, and I feel like it's the first time I've been proud of myself, like, ever in my life, which is scary to say. Like, I think what's good is that I realised I don't really require any validation from anyone else apart from myself.
Heard it here first.
Which is
But
cool.
like, she does want your stream still.
Oh yeah,
and
please.
She needs that validation.
So yes, I do need that validation. Please crave external validation so much. But yeah, what was the question again? I just feel like I rambled.
I have no idea.
Okay,
but we can like go, I feel like it like segues like well into like my questions.
Question time.
So profesh, question time. Well, my first one's like really obvious. It's like, what's your favourite and least favourite track and why?
I feel like you know what my favourite track is, and you're going to say you don't, but you do. Obviously, my favourite track is Mercenary.
Yeah.
Like, do you know,
why is it your favourite?
It was the first time I really got deep into the production.
Okay.
Because it pulled from...
Was that a new thing for you?
I feel like I was already doing a peripheral, like, I'm so, like, I don't want to say dictator in the studio, but, like, I know what I want. Like,
we're with Kim Jong over here.
I know...
The third. Reincarnated.
I know what I know, and I know what sounds good, and I've always trusted myself as a musician, but I feel like it was also the first time I ever allowed myself to have fun in the studio. I feel like coming from such a type A and corporate adjacent background, like, hey, work is work and like home is home, and like you have fun at home but you don't necessarily have to fun at work. But the first time I like really had fun in the studio and just allowing myself to be free. Like when you listen to the track, like my references were all over the place. The gang vocals in that I took from like Les Mis, like, you know, like you look down, look down.
That's so funny.
That's literally that was literally the reference I said to the guys. Like, I was like, this is the reference. And then the choral harmonies, obviously tapping into all of the stuff that we did in those like choirs before, and then I became obsessed with the Phrygian dominant scale, you know, me and my scales on the violin, because like, you know, like the Arabic scales, because oh my god, yeah, I was like talking to, so I made the track with David, Dyson, Luke Grieve and Harry, and I was like talking to them about like Beyonce's Dubai riff, and like they just didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, oh my god, I am in a room with white men, like white heterosexual men, like they just didn't understand. I was like, this scale, and I was like, the Arabic scale, like, you know, this, and then like just delving into that and like getting into the guitar parts from Ollie, like, and the drums. Like, I became obsessed with drums.
Yeah, you love a drum now.
I love a drum. I think it's probably because I can't play it.
Okay, like, Travis Barker.
I think it's because I can't play it. I'm just, oh, I need to conquer that thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But I love percussion.
I always wanted to do the drums, and then like I got given a drum when I was like really, really young, and I played it for literally like one day, and I smashed through it. My parents were like, "We're done."
Wait, that's so weird because I got a drum kit when I was like a child. Not a child. No, I got a drum kit.
Like an infant.
Yeah, for Christmas from someone, and then it mysteriously went missing.
Yeah.
Like under the Christmas tree.
You were definitely there like the whole time.
No, I didn't
like,
think I even got the chance to open it because my dad like
your
threw it
parents
away.
Knew. They were like, no, thank you.
But yeah, I became obsessed with those sounds and like building that world together. And like, I'm sure they won't mind me saying it, but when I played it to Uche and Zubin, they were just like,
maybe not.
They were like, maybe just save this for like,
let's like
never.
skip over this one.
And then I was like, no, sorry, it's coming out. This one's staying. And like, just building that world together, like recording the BVs in my bed. I think David was on a flight to Nigeria, and I couldn't be asked to wait for him to get back to the studio, so I literally recorded those BVs in bed, like programming, formatting, everything. It was just like so fun to work on, and I knew that I definitely wanted to put it out because I knew exactly what I wanted the visuals to look like.
So was that kind of like your starting point, and then the rest of the songs came around it, or like did you kind of already have an idea of like what was going to come with that? Did you start with Mercenary and then you built the project around that song, or like did you already have an idea when you like had come up with that and when you'd finished the song? Like, what was the process?
So if we really want to get into it, I actually started the process with a producer who I worked on some other songs with the project on, and I entered the studio with like, fuck it, like I'm saying everything, like I'm laying it, put it on the damn floor, like I'm putting it on the floor. And I was very honest. Some would say a bit too honest.
You know when you like leave the room, you're like, fuck it, over Shaz. Like,
no, but do you know what the thing is though? I was like, it was such a cathartic experience. I left that studio session. I was like,
love that, like
I had
therapy.
I had to recover for like 2 days, and then I was like, I'm so proud of this. Like, this can really go somewhere. And I sent it to them, and there was just about a time in my life where certain people knew, and like I alluded to some
that
people.
moment.
I hate being cryptic because like,
yeah, that was like giving like hella cryptic.
Basically, it was about a time that
was a bit rough.
And it involved certain people, and I didn't say any names, but I alluded to certain events in people's lives. And when the people from fam heard it, they just pulled me aside and said, hey, you sure you wanna put this out, you wanna put it on the floor? Like,
you thought you were giving cryptic, but like everyone knew who you were talking about, basically.
they knew. It wasn't hard. Like, it wasn't hard to put two and two together. And then I was like, and then it really set me back, because I was like, I just, not angry at the people, but I just got angry. I was like, fuck, like, I'm never like vulnerable ever. Like, the one place like I can be vulnerable in music, and I love this song so much. Like, how do I not censor myself, but how do I change it to fit what would work? So that was the opening track, like Buyer's Remorse. And I said the only way I'd put out Buyer's Remorse versus the other song, which was at the time called Redemption, was if I loved the second song more. And thank God I did, because I love Buyer's Remorse as well. But that was really the starting point of the project, because again, on the project I only worked with 2 producers. I think on my last project I worked with a bunch, because then they were just pulled together. I was like, no, like everything needs to be intentional. So I worked with David Dyson and Luke Grieve on a bunch of songs, and then Charlie Perry on a bunch of songs. So like very much keeping it like in-house and like insular. So to make sure that everything sounded cohesive, because yes, I'm pulling from a bunch of genres, but I wanted everything to have that like common thread to it. So yes, it started with Buyer's Remorse. I think then we had made Vulnerability, which as soon as I had that, I was like, and I had that song for a while. Like, I'm talking like March of 2025.
Vulnerability.
Which you didn't like at the time.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you didn't. But
I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't. You know, this is boring. Which I understand.
Did say that, yeah.
I respect. Oh, you like, I've heard this before. This is
yeah,
boring.
I had just, because I think I had felt like it had sounded like other tracks, which was mainly in maybe like your second project. And I was like, I kind of wanted something a bit different, wanted something a bit new. But actually now when I like listen to the whole EP, it like flows really, really well. So obviously like you had that in mind, but when I had just heard you didn't? Oh, okay, so just like came together. You should have just owned it and be like, yeah, like I had it all planned. Yeah. But I feel like when I just heard it, standalone, I had just kind of felt like it was a continuation onto like the second
I get that.
like from the second EP, and I was like, you could have just like stuck this on the end of that.
Yeah.
But now I love it, and obviously I was on the shoot for the music video, so I think that's also like helped. Like that was a fun day. It was like exciting to be able to see like the production of all of that, and like the people that you worked with, and I think it came to that like music video came together like really nicely as well. So I feel like now I have like new associations.
So it's
and
important
like
to stream the damn project.
Yeah, and like look at the visuals as well.
Videos, yes.
So really good too.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that was your favourite. So what's your least favourite? Should you be saying that?
I'm actually trying to think. I don't have a least favourite, which is weird because you know me, I always have a note.
Yeah, she's quite critical.
I
love some feedback.
Always have a note.
Yeah, loves a footnote.
I don't have a least favourite. I think because like, yeah, it's only 7 tracks with also so much intention in every word, every chord, every instrument played. Like, you know me, I hate people wasting my time, and I hate people talking for the sake of talking. So every single...
Not like we're doing right now.
But this one...
We hate it.
But yeah, I think I love all of them, and I think all of the tracks encompass me and represent me as a musician. I think in this process I learned how to track myself as an artist. I think we can both agree, like, I didn't give a hoot or holler what things looked like when I, because I was like, it's all about the music, it's just about the music.
Yeah, and I think that's like what you were kind of even touching upon with like Grace Jones. Like sometimes you don't always need to have, not saying that this is like not Grace Jones before I get like cancelled or something. We love. But sometimes it's not just about like the voice, it's about like the whole visual element of it and like the story that you create, and it's like really about like bringing people into your world and into like a little world, even if it's just for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes
I think
whilst they listen to your music.
I think it's because like, again, like growing up, like when we did those like concerts, like you either wore all black or like a very simple uniform, unless it's like an opera, you are literally only focusing on the music. True. Like you didn't before, like,
but now you're a performer,
which is something I definitely had to like learn.
The world's
and like
stage.
The world is my oyster. And learn and bridge that gap, and I'm like doing that slowly but surely. So building the visuals around this was like super important as well, which I love. I don't know if I answered your question.
No, I was like, what was your least favorite track? But like you're kind of just like,
I guess no. Let me answer.
No, you don't have to like pinpoint if you don't want to.
Let me say Miserere, just because it's one word and it's like
what? I love Miserere. Miserere.
Sorry.
It like brings me back to like the choir days.
It's like meant to be like a palate cleanser. Cause, like,
it is. I think it is.
Thank you. Okay, so because the first album product is very like in your face.
I love an album with like a good transition. Like I feel like very basic, but like Frank Ocean does that so well. Like his albums just like flow, and there's just some songs which don't necessarily like mean anything, but you need it in order to just like put the music on, put your headphones in, and like not change. You know. You don't know.
I don't know because I don't know any.
You do not really like a Frank Ocean. But this can actually takes me to like one of my questions.
Look
where like
you,
for
segue
me,
queen.
There was a segue. But like for me, I love music where
I thought you were going to say I love music.
No.
Full stop.
No. I had a carry on point actually. I love music which kind of like transports you, and I've like, it's sort of been a point of contention when we talk about your music, where sometimes I'm like, why don't you just make music that people can just listen to on the beach, and like when you listen to it back when you're in London, let's say, you can just like go back to that time and you feel nostalgic and you hear like the waves like crashing, and it's just like
basically South of France when you're on the
like
the beach
South
in
of France vibes,
like
the sun's on your skin, and I feel like sometimes Frank Ocean does make that kind of music. What is your, I feel like your music's like a little bit, requires a bit more thought, it's a bit more serious sometimes. So like where would you hope that your music takes people to? Do you think they should be listening to it with intention, or like, I don't know?
I think like, look, really music, especially for people who aren't making music, is of some sort of form of release. And like the state of the world we're in now, like music is an escape, like whether you want to relax or listen to it with intention. But I just hate listening to music passively. Like I don't do anything passively.
I'm such a passive music.
Like I don't listen to any music passively. Like, so it would be hard. I don't mind if people do listen to my music passively, but I would never create it with intent. Like algorithmic music. Like not. Sorry, I'm trying to be PC about it. I don't care. Like I will never listen to music passively. So why would I then create?
You don't
music?
Want to be like a little TikTok sound?
Do you know what? Sure, that would be nice. Just, I don't think
that can be our next venture.
Let's load up. No, but it's just, I think I like things that require thought and intention. Like I was talking to you even the other day, like if I do things, I do them fully. Like even when I want to relax, I'm gonna relax to the point where like I now watch foreign TV shows. So I can't
with the subtitles
on, so I can't be on my phone. So I'm just focusing solely on the TV show so I can relax. I just don't like people who don't put intention and thought behind things. Like, sorry, like.
Okay, she requires effort and engagement.
But I feel like that's synonymous in every aspect of my life. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. You're very intentional.
Okay. But one day for you, but I have that one song that I'll give to you.
What one song?
That breathing song.
Oh yeah, there's one song which I really, really, really wanted to be on this EP because it was like. Kind of
they want
and her label wanted it as well because it was just like a breathing song, like you could just go about your life, like get on a little line bike, go through the city, feel the sun on your face, like it was giving that kind of energy, and she was like, no,
But I feel like also
she's like, this is too passive.
Yeah, I feel like also because like I'm so stubborn. I feel like when you're like, I love this song, I can imagine me just listen to it in the background of the beach. I heard background, I was like,
she does not want to be in the background. Like, no. You want to be like on the forefront. Yeah, literally. You want to be like in a bit of like a...
But you know what's weird? Like I have grown to love that song now. So
maybe 4th EP.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my favourite track is Jealous. Should we talk to people about that? Which is really ironic when you hear about the story and the lore behind this song. Do you want to talk about that?
Okay. I'm just trying to think about how to phrase things.
No, I wouldn't even hold back. Like,
okay.
just say
and then we'll just cut anything we need to cut.
Yeah.
So I wrote a song about a friend who was going through...
You know, I'm just going to say it's me. Yeah. I'm just going to say it's me.
The song is about you, but also one of my other really good friends, Zinga.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have one group, but all of my like closest friends, like there's a trait between them. You're very obviously intelligent, like extremely strong, very kind, but like will hold people accountable, and you're also extremely good judges of character. And I feel like one thing that we all...
Years of therapy.
Emotionally intelligent queen. Yeah, some people can learn from that. Anyway, but one thing that's also a common trait between us is like, it's very hard. You have to knock a bit to get allowed in.
Yeah.
To get
like we're
in.
like hard nuts to crack. I feel like we're very... I'm like friendly to everyone. Yeah. Like I'm super friendly. I'm really outgoing.
You have very good discernment though.
Yeah.
Like you're not a friend to, like, you know how a friend to all is a friend to none. Like,
yeah,
you're definitely
I'm not about that.
But you're good at discerning. Me, you can breathe wrong. If I don't like your tone or attitude, I'm not engaging with you. I'm
a bit
sorry.
more like...
You're better.
Yeah. I give people a bit more grace than you do, I think. In the nicest way possible.
No, you're 100% right. But I feel like it's
in the nicest way possible.
No, but it's very Caribbean of me. Like, sorry, like someone, and also when I feel like you've disrespected someone who's a friend of mine, I will just never.
Yeah, you're like cutting them out.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm talking in circles, but let's get to it.
To this song "Jealous" and the story behind it.
Yeah. So basically, I like all these songs that people write about love and all this stuff. Like I've just never like experienced. Like no one has ever interested me enough or intrigued me enough to ever.
What's the day that everyone was texting you about?
Oh my god. So I just like let no one like
no
ever
one
have
in.
a chance, like no one in. So my friends are just like, are you gonna dial in? I'm like, yeah, like I love myself
and I
like me, I'm good on my own. But yeah, it was like I think it was like I can't remember what day it was, like Asexual Awareness Day.
And people were like, it's your day.
It's your day. Like, it's your day. And I was like, yay. Because I like no like, one. I feel like I like one person like every 10 years. I'm not even joking. Like we've averaged out.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
My king.
Jacob.
Who's Jacob?
Elodie.
Yeah, but I like him now because of Frankenstein. Because he was super good. The thought and intention behind his performance in Frankenstein. I was like,
the thought and the intention. We're sensing a theme. Thought and intention.
Anyway, long story short. So yeah. So you were getting into a relationship at the same time Zinga was getting into a relationship as well. And like, again, tough nuts to crack. But once you're in. And
ride or die.
Yeah. And you loved your ex-boyfriend. I feel like I can say that.
Yeah.
Deeply.
We can say that.
Deeply. I will never forget, like, we'd gone for dinner and you really wanted me to meet him. And I was like, okay. So we went to this little pub in North London and I met him. First impressions.
I think it was like the Abbey Tavern in like Kentish Town.
So we're putting...
yeah, I'm putting on the map.
On the map, okay. Yeah, I remember when I met him. I was like, okay, this guy's like, seems nice, pretty unremarkable, but okay. And so we went. And then, but I trust you to make make good decisions.
Yeah.
Good decisions. And then he just
let me down.
Time after time. And one thing about me, I can't deal with anyone who's not disciplined in any aspect of their life. Whether it be, I'm just going to say just disciplined. Yeah. Like, just not disciplined.
A bit of tomfoolery.
A bit. Anyway.
Bit of tomfoolery.
And because you are intelligent and a good judge of character, and you want me to say, like, you did, like, after he would say that he would change and, like, would make a change in his behaviour, that you would give him grace and allow him to prove himself in your life. And genuinely it was
second, third, fourth chance.
Fifth. But to be fair, I had a friend in sixth form who would not the same type. She would allow guys to walk all over her, and I would be a bit judgmental. I was like, why are you doing this? This is embarrassing. Like, Oh no, I did say that. But this is embarrassing. Like, you don't hold. But with your situation, I think because, again, like you're my best friend, and like I hold you in such high regard. I never judged you, but it genuinely perplexed me. Like, I was so confused because the math wasn't mathing. It wasn't rational. Like,
it was highly irrational.
It was highly irrational behavior, and like he was disrespecting you. Therefore, he's disrespecting me. So now he's on the hit list as well.
Yeah.
And I would genuinely like, it would perplex me. And it was when we got that phone. We were at an event, and you realised we're in like a period, and he called you to tell you about something. Because he would only ever call you to tell you about something when he knew someone else was going to tell you. And he just ruined your day. Like, he ruined your day.
Man.
No, just, whatever, yeah, basically. He ruined your day. And I was like, what is this love thing that is so intoxicating, infatuating, that can change people's lives? And, yeah, just
and, like make rational people...
Really rational people, irrational.
Like irrational and like
out of character.
Act irrationally, yeah. That's
jealous.
What the
song. That's what the song is about.
So I was like, I love this song. Like, what's it all about? And then she told me, I was like, oh, maybe that's why I love it.
I was just like, just also due to like it kind of scares me how emotionally closed off I can be, and I was like, I obviously have had those like thoughts like, will I ever allow myself to be vulnerable enough to explore? Because as soon as something comes, I'm like. No.
Yeah.
And I was like jealous that you can allow yourself. That's something I do admire. Like, that situation hasn't hardened you, I don't think. Like, obviously it's allowed you to make more informed decisions going forward.
Yeah.
It hasn't hardened you, but the callous in me would have, even if there's any more space, like it would have been so hardened. So I was like jealous that you could allow yourself to feel so deeply for someone and allow yourself to be vulnerable and like allow yourself to make a mistake, but still bounce back.
I think we're like young, fun, thriving.
Yeah, but never again.
Never again. But I think that those like moments in life are like important to have, and like ultimately they just like
they shape you.
And as you kind of said, you learn, and like going on to the next, hopefully I won't be making the same mistakes twice and giving too much grace.
Who wants to be you. Like, he wanted to be you.
Okay, wait. So now we're gonna like move swiftly on, and I'm gonna say, so we're massive like Housewives fans, like massive over here. Wait, what's your favorite one? Is it Atlanta?
No, it's Atlanta for historics, for history. That is the Rosetta Stone to me.
The Mount Rushmore.
The Housewives franchise. Yes, technically it was Real Housewives of New York, but Atlanta is really what put it on the map. But you know me, like Potomac, like.
Oh my God, we love
especially
Potomac.
That season 5, season 6
era.
My God.
That
magic.
My God.
That magic.
Monique, Candace.
Please, let's make up, girls.
I'm surprised that she didn't come through like with her binder today and like slap it on the table.
One thing about me, I'm going to have a receipt.
Loves a receipt. You love a receipt.
Because what you're not going to do is gaslight me. Because I will sit there and I'll say, but you said this on this date,
literally
at
the time.
And if I don't have the receipt, and if I don't have the receipt and you're saying that I said that, I'm like, cool, I said that then. But if I know that you're lying to my face, I will show you that like you didn't say what you said.
So I'm asking this question because, as Housewives fan, I feel like at the end of loads of reunions, Andy's always like, so what was your rose and your thorn of this season? And I'm going to ask the same, but like, what was your rose and your thorn of this project?
My rose was making the music. And it's weird, and I feel like we've also touched this like in private conversations, like just getting to know myself and like being more confident in myself. I feel like I've always been confident in my abilities as a musician, but as in like internal, like within myself. Like, I'm like, no, like, I sound this is good music, like, this is great, and just, like, getting that confidence, like, back. I feel like also throughout this process, a lot of the people I worked with are like, oh, like, this is a new side of you you've never seen. I was like, you obviously didn't know me when I was, like, 17, 16, 15, like, even 19. And then COVID happened, and then I entered this industry, and I was, like, trying to be, like, palatable, and, like, yes, no. I was like, now this is my ship. Like, So, like, getting that confidence back has been, like, super important, and just, like, just like holding myself accountable has really helped me grow as a person. So that would be my rose, like that exploratory phase. Like, I didn't think I could get any more resilient, but have become a lot more. Resilient.
God's strongest soldier.
I hate being God's strongest soldier.
We love that phrase.
I literally hate, like, please take me off the front line. But yeah, that has been my rose. My thorn has been dealing with people who don't have as high standards as I have.
Yeah. Which I would say that you're like very much a perfectionist, so I think it's also like difficult for people to like.
No, sorry, everyone should.
She's not gonna take
everyone should.
She runs a tight ship.
I run a tight ship. I'm very strict in every aspect of my life, but I'm just like, I just don't really understand why you would not want to always put your best foot forward.
At one point, Konyikeh was like, do you want to help me with like some social media stuff? And I was like, respectfully, absolutely not. Like, I know that you're militant and I will rebel. And, like, we've been friends for a really long time and I'd like to continue that.
You would have been kicked out of my regime.
Literally out the regime.
Out of the regime.
And shot out. Like, this one.
Yeah,
like,
no. But, yeah, no. But even before, you were like, when you were joking, be like, oh my God, like, yeah, when you're famous, I'll just call you a resistant. I was like,
no, I literally want to be. So like Rihanna had like M Dollar, I think was her name.
Yeah.
And obviously Kylie has Stas and Vic.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just like, can we just like blow up and then I'll just hopefully become one of them.
So that.
And so she forced me to even like put my Instagram on public and everything. She's like, you know,
I'm like the worst person to do. But basically, I was like, respectfully, like, I value our friendship too much for us to ever work together.
Yeah.
Just because.
I don't think it would end well.
Yeah.
Like, it would just be like a clash.
But the thing is, though, you're very type A.
I can be like your silent advisor.
Yeah, but you already are. You're my unpaid co-director. My thorn, yeah, dealing with people who don't want to be the best at what they want to be.
But like, surely that's kind of, I'm going to pose this other question where like, that's just kind of life. Like, you're not always going to work with people and find people who, I don't know, are like delivering to the standard that you want. So how do you deal with that? No, but
you know, it's not to me. Like, I know my standards are insane, but I'm like, if I feel like you're not doing the best that you can do, why are you even doing this? Like, do you know, effort and intention? As long as I know that you're trying to do the best that you can do.
It's going to be like the most used words out of the
I'm just
thing,
like,
effort and intention. That could be the name of the episode.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit earlier about like the visual aspect and how that's become like way more important to you with this EP. And I feel like that comes across really clearly because like in all of like the cover art and stuff, you use like the same fonts and the same colors. And I'm just wondering like what the reason behind that was and where that kind of stemmed from.
I think it's just, again, like, look, we live in a very visual world. Not saying the music industry hasn't been visual before, like, music videos were always insane. But we live in a world where attention spans like really short, but also like as an artist now, like your visual identity is super important. And I love a good music video. I love a good treatment. So I just kind of like took with it and ran with it. I watched a lot of films. I used to love going to art galleries, started doing that again, like really immersing myself in that visual world. Again, effort and intention all over again. Like everything is like well thought out. Intentional, just building a world around the music, because look, like, I want people to listen to this project. I put everything into it. I was like, okay, cool. If I'm putting my best foot forward in the music, then I have to put my best foot forward with the visuals as well. And that just means like picking people who really understand the vision and the things and making sure that it's a well-rounded world, that everything works cohesively. What
drew you to like the oxblood colour, which I feel like you can see throughout?
It was literally just like, that was the most off-the-cuff thing. I bought a bag and I like to colour.
Oh, your Telfer?
Yeah, my Telfer. Like, I was like, oh.
She loves her.
I love my little Telfer, my duffel Telfer. And I was like, oh, this colour's really sick. So yeah, but I feel like it's like a rite of passage, like every black girl like goes through her like red phase. Like, if you haven't gone through it and you're black, it's coming up. And then I'll go on to ginger.
You got it.
And then I'll go on to ginger.
I got asked this question. I actually think it's really good. Okay, so it's, what's your favourite colour?
Yeah.
What's your favourite drink? And what's your favourite animal? Okay. And then I'll tell you what they mean about you.
Okay, Miss Cleo. My favourite colour is olive.
Okay.
Olive, like the colour of that wall.
I wouldn't say that that's olive. It's like forest green, but sure.
Okay. Forest green then.
Forest green.
Yeah, you're right. Forest green is my favourite colour. My favourite drink is water. Very boring.
Oh my god, you're gonna die when I tell you.
What? I know it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be. And then my favourite animal.
What's your favourite animal?
I know enough horses.
Year of the horse. Year of the horse. Fire horse, carry forward.
Yeah.
Shedding all of that snake energy. Okay.
That was so
yeah, I'm like, oof. No, so the colour is how you see yourself. So I feel like that makes sense because like you have a very like earthy energy. Like there are some points of you which are like very calm and collected, especially like when you exude that to other people as well.
Yeah, to other people, maybe.
Yeah. And then the animal is apparently like what you would like what you attract in like a partner or like what you're attracted to. So I don't know, like or horse energy, like a strong energy, one that carries you forward. I don't know. And then the favorite drink is your sex life, which you said was water. So I feel like that ties in nicely with like your asexual era that you're currently living in. But I don't really see Bad Bunny as horse energy. Or is he? Because he's kind of like
But
fiery.
also I don't, okay, this is going to sound really bad, I don't actually find Bad Bunny, I find his veneers like too distracting.
Yeah, but you like his ethic. He's
got
like
work ethic.
You have a thing for like the Spaniards. Well, not even the Spaniards because he's not Spanish, but like the like Latinos. Who was the other guy that you liked? Oh, Pedro Pascal. But then we found out that he was gay. Okay. So that was really, really sad.
Yeah, that was really sad. I had a massive crush on him since I watched Narcos.
So let's wrap it up. What is your takeaway message? What do you want people to know?
I really hope that people set aside 15 minutes of their day.
15?
And 34 seconds to listen to the project. Like everything has been thought out, from the transitions to every song to the visuals. And I really hope you like it. I really hope you enjoy it. I really hope it transports you to another place.
And when is it out?
It's out on the 20th of May. And yeah, I just really hope you like it because I'm really proud of it. So yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
20th of May.
Thank you.